we are moving into Ultimate Singles here. Of course, finishing up that crew battle.
We're done with Collegiate for now. We're headed into Singles, and we actually got a familiar face from Collegiate. We got KaputKing with the Wolf that we were just watching versus Lynx, a Lucina player.
Yeah, absolutely. Wolf Lucina, pretty good matchup here for Wolf. Wolf tends to do pretty well against some of these more floaty sorties. But this can be a really good, honestly could be a really good opportunity for Lynx here as well.
Absolutely. We see, I mean, this is one of the most fundies matchups you could have in Smash Ultimate. So this is definitely like, there's not that many gimmicks you can see here. There's not that much cheese you can see here. We're in for some good old-fashioned gameplay, and that's what you'll love to see. I'm actually kind of glad this set was streamed, because how often do you really see this set in today's meta, today's scene? How often do you see this? Lucina and Wolf, what a great set. And it's going to be KaputKing, not quite killing yet, but putting Lynx in a bad spot. And the second backer at ledge is going to kill. First stock of the first game going to KaputKing.
Yeah, and that was a really, really great ledge trapping setup. He knew exactly that he was able to just kind of fade back a little bit, get back into center stage, remain control of the center stage positioning, and then just push the aggressive when he knew he had the opportunity here. So moving in to center stage here, resetting to neutral. Lynx going for some of these uppies out of shield that aren't quite connecting.
Okay, there we go. Dancing around. Throwing out the nairs. I definitely think Wolf's neutral B helps him in this matchup, but it's not going to help too much. Gets the back air 98% on Lynx. Oh, no opportunity there for a reversal. Oh, and the Wolf Flash afterwards. KaputKing taking that second stock up 3-1 over Lynx right now. What a great spot to be in if you're KaputKing. Lynx is going to have to make something happen to bring this game back. Oh, but KaputKing doesn't want him to bring it back. Look at that combo to start off this last stock.
Absolutely, and we're seeing Lynx do a really, really good job of trying to get himself out of disadvantage, but it's not quite working out for him. That forward air not going to be able to find it. KaputKing just playing advantage state so well, tries to go and get that forward air, but not quite going to connect, as that nair is going to be able to find the first stock for Lynx.
69% on Lynx, but it's not nice for Lynx at all. No, sir, it's nice for KaputKing, who's now got Lynx on the ledge. Lynx able to make it back. Kind of reset neutral here a little bit, gets an F-tilt, but again, it would have to be some sort of miracle, and he's not going to find one. KaputKing with the fair to Wolf Flash. Gonna take that first game quite dominantly, I will say.
Yeah, and that was a really, really good call there. He knew he was in the percent area, that would have been true. Knew he could just go for the fair and find read the DI, react to where it was, and just push him into more of a into enough of a position to just get the kill there as we move into game 2 here.
All right, here we are. Moving into this game 2. It says best of 3 at the bottom. I think Top Cut is all supposed to be BO5 though, so I'm not quite sure if that's accurate. But we're going to be seeing KaputKing starting off with a good combo here. 40% on Lynx already. Lynx kind of opting to reset neutral here. Okay, here we go.
Both characters just sort of opting to play more neutral rather than trying to play any rash, aggressive advantage sets. But Lynx here, a lot of very strange, just raw special attacks, right? Rather than just trying to go for more of these like nair out of shield, some of these backers out of shield, keeps going for the uppie, and it just doesn't seem to be working. As we see now, Lynx has the ledge trapping position here, can just keep going for these fairs, but that is going to be a really good overshoot dash attack there from KaputKing to get himself back off into the winning position.
There we go, descends with the nair. Tried to get the footstool uppie. I really like the thought, but it wasn't quite true in that scenario. A little bit of a whiff, and it allowed Lynx to get an up smash, which didn't kill, but it did even up the game a little bit.
Tries to go for another uppie there, not quite able to find it. Lynx trying to get a back air, but not quite able to find it. KaputKing trying to nudge forward there, probably trying to look for that grab to get that back throw. It is about at kill range now.
All right, there we go with the F tilt at ledge. Great tech chase coming out from Lynx. Taking the first stock after dominantly losing game 1, taking the first lead here in game 2. Quite an adaptation we're seeing from Lynx. Quite a reversal. You'll love to see it. Gets the up tilt, but gets up tilted himself and dies for it.
Yeah, and now we're going to see both players just kind of move back into this neutral state. I would like to see KaputKing turn up the aggression a little bit more. That was what was winning him so much of the scenarios he was in the last game, right? He was able to just get himself into these ledge trapping scenarios and then know exactly where he can go in order to push his advantage. Tries to get that down smash, but not quite able to connect. As a very good get up attack will get him into the get Lynx out of the corner.
Okay, up B's back onto the ledge. Tries to get the F smash read, but Lynx is able to beat it out with an up air. Now has KaputKing on the ledge. Tries to get F tilt there, not gonna quite hit it.
No punish on that whiffed grab there. A fair, not going to lead into the bear there. As an up B out of shield, not going to be able to take it. Just a little bit of a sour spot there. Trying to find that back air, but KaputKing very, very...
Ooh, there we go. The Nair from Lynx going to kill KaputKing's second stock. Now Lynx in the one with a pretty decent lead. Obviously, it's 101. You could die to back air here at ledge, but it's also not an impossible percent to start getting some extra credit off of. Oh, and the Wolf Flash, not going to spike. Instead, going to send Lynx to the side, but this is 150. It's a lot worse than it was 2 seconds ago, and Lynx is going to die. We're looking at an even game in this game 2 here.
Absolutely, and we're going to see... so much of this set is built around the ledge. So both of these characters are going to be killing at the ledge or killing right around near it, right? Of course, with those wolf fair bears. Trying to read that wolf flash with a counter, but isn't able to find it.
There we go. Gets hit by the laser. 84% on KaputKing, but KaputKing could easily get a fair of strings here. There we go. Tries to get the back air. Gets hit with a soft nair. All right, Lynx dancing around, trying not to lose this game, trying to close it out.
That was very close to death there. With this amount of rage, that fair bear probably would have killed. Really good ledge hop fair there from KaputKing in order to get himself there. Yeah, and that is an easy counter there in order to push it into grab the game.
There we go. We are going 1-1 in this set right now. We see... yeah, I mean, that was so much closer. The first game was dominant in a way. We just saw, you know, KaputKing destroy Lynx somewhat in that game 1. But now Lynx adapted, Lynx changed, and that's what separates a good player from a great player, is the ability to adapt and to change with your circumstances, and that's what we saw in that game 2. Now we're launching into game 3, moving over to small battlefield instead of PS2. You know, a bit of a similar stage, but also very different when you look at the intricacies. But we're going to see how this affects this set between these two players.
Yeah, and I feel like this stage definitely favors Wolf a lot more. Right, you don't give a lot more much room, as that fair bear is going to be able to find that stock there. That bread and butter Wolf kill confirm.
There we go. Just the grab up throw. Throws some around. 60% on KaputKing right now. This is a great lead to have.
Absolutely, about a full stock lead, but this could be death. Waits out the counter there.
So smart.
Knew that he was about to get countered because that's how he died in the last game. Just sort of waiting here.
There we go. Spaces it around, gets more lasers out. 66% on Lynx, not enough to kill just yet unless you find something crazy, but KaputKing at death percent, like you'll see from that up out of shield from Lynx, gonna even up the stocks a little bit, and 80% definitely not at danger of dying just yet unless you get back here to ledge or something, but also you're gonna have a little bit of a climb to even this game back up.
Up tilt there, not sweet spotting for the kill. But we're seeing KaputKing do such a good job of just sort of sitting right outside of the burst range of Lynx and weaving around these massive hitboxes that are so disjointed. You know, of course this sword is really big. and it can just do so much work in these matchups against characters that don't have the best grounded mobility.
Okay, there gets the up tilt there. The up B from KaputKing. Gonna put KaputKing in a really bad spot here at the ledge versus Lucina. Gets down tilted, waits out the counter again. I don't think that's gonna work again in this set. And gonna eat an up smash for it. KaputKing taking that second stock, getting a great lead here in this game. They're only 64% on himself right now, looking to wrap this game up pretty quickly.
Yeah, and this one is looking pretty similar to how how game 1 went here. KaputKing just not looking to bite on any of these crazy, not really looking to bite on any of these scary positions that he can be put in. Tries to go for the wolf flash off stage. That was a little bit gutsy, but I like it. You're in the lead. You know you have a stock to give.
Yeah.
So why not try and be a little confident? But that could be a really big mistake there. But that fair into the wolf flash, not going to be able to find the spike hitbox there.
Okay. 115 on Lynx right now, not impossible to make back, but it would be extremely hard to, especially if you're getting hit by that up tilt. We see KaputKing going up 2-1 versus Lynx in this set here.
Absolutely.
All right. We'll be launching into it. That wolf flash off the side B scared me a little bit. I was a little bit worried. It was a misinput.
Gotcha.
It was a misinput, not a style attempt. We're getting the player interviews mid-set, not post-set interviews. We're getting mid-set interviews. That's what you love to see, and that's what makes Honeypot 6 different from all those other tournaments you might be watching right now. Here we go. Launching into Game 4 on Hollow Bastion. We're going to see if KaputKing wraps this up 3-1, or if Lynx is going to be able to bring this to a Game 5.
Yeah, I really like this stage here for Lynx. I think it's a really, really good stage here. Some of these single platform stages aren't always the best for Wolf. You don't get a huge amount of stage. Of course, this is a bigger stage than Smashville is, but we see KaputKing here proving me wrong. I don't believe, oh, he does have a jump there. Tries to read that get up with that F smash, but that is a quick and clean 0 to death there from KaputKing.
There we go. I mean, not even touched once in the game so far. KaputKing seeming like a different player here. This is so dominant already, but Lynx not wanting to go down without a fight, trying to bring this back. Has KaputKing on the ledge. The percents are even, but the stocks are not, and KaputKing is trying to widen the deficit between the two of them at this moment. There we go. Tosses out both of their fares. Are quite similar in nature when you really think about it. There you go, good ledge trump back air from Lynx. Tries to get the counter, doesn't quite hit it though. Gets punished for it with a get up attack.
Yeah, and these counters are not really gonna, they're not landing anymore. Of course, got that counter at the very end of that second game, but not quite able to find them ever since. Gets that jump with the Nair, as we now see pretty solid state, but that is just an F smash on the roll in right there. And now we're seeing Lynx on his winner side stock here.
What a read coming out from KaputKing. Reading the roll with the F smash, and now KaputKing is in such a good spot. We see Lynx trying to get a read of his own. Not going to hit it though. Has KaputKing off stage. KaputKing uppies back onto the ledge. Gets the fair train. Oh, a whiffed uppie from Lynx going to be so detrimental. KaputKing in a great spot. Hits the fair. Doesn't hit the second though. Going to get broken up by an uppie from Lynx. Here they go. The fair train's coming out. What is KaputKing looking for after this? Gets the back air. 80%. Gets the laser. No side B. Oh, you're going to die for it. Not able to recover from that.
Yeah, but that was a lot of damage there to come out from Lynx. And I just think that Lynx just needs to manage to find some more solid advantage states. He's not getting a huge amount of damage off of his hits. He was doing such a good job of it in second game. Goes for the F smash. Has no jump, but just doesn't account for KaputKing going high. So we can see Lynx here even it up. Is an uppie out of shield on the parry.
Oh!
Is that counter going to be able to do it? And now we're going to move to a Game 5 here. That was a really good counter there coming out from KaputKing.
Yeah, coming out from Lynx. But yeah, we're headed into a Game 5. It was looking like KaputKing had that game in the bag, but Lynx was able to bring it back. That's what we were talking about. You know, lose Game 1 dominantly, win Game 2. Lose Game 3, go down, by a lot in Game 4, win Game 4. The adaptations from Lynx have been the deciding factor in this set, and KaputKing's going to have to lock in and do a little bit of adapting of his own, or Lynx is going to run away with this set.
Yeah, but honestly, I think not to downplay the way that Lynx played, because I think the ability to bring back that deficit was really big, but I think there were some pretty hefty mistakes there coming on from KaputKing, but that was a really good dare into that F smash to find the damage. And I think Lynx is doing a much better job in this game of finding his advantage, finding his combo strings with these nairs and these forward airs, and just needs to make sure he can find the back air there.
Here we go. Tried to get the ledge trump back air, didn't quite hit it. 112 on KaputKing right now. Lynx gets him off stage. Into the up B. No tech coming out from KaputKing.
Yeah.
Lynx, for the first time in the set, maybe, taking the lead here in this Game 5. This is huge for Lynx. Fair Bear not going to connect. Gets the F tilt, though. Jump being burned by Lynx. Able to make it back onto the stage. Avoids the back air. Returning to center. Resetting neutral. Spacing out your moves. Lucina has a little bit more range. It could be the deciding factor, but it doesn't reverse the up B.
No, does not reverse the up B. Is not able to get himself back on stage, and that is a not great SD. Goes for another one of those uppies in the air to try and ward off some aggression, but not quite able to do it. And we're going to see KaputKing just slow it down here. Fair out of shield into another fair, going to even up the percentage. Shield grab there on the whiffed dash attack.
You gotta imagine there's some amount of nerves coming from Lynx right now. You were up, and then you SD and not be reversing, and now KaputKing has brought this all the way back in, is in the lead right now. You gotta imagine the lean you can see in the player cam right now. There's a lean, there's a leg wiggle, there's gotta be some nerves coursing through the bones of both players in the moment. They're playing neutral, they're playing it safe. No one wants to risk losing their stock in this critical juncture at Game 5.
Yeah, and we're seeing both players do a really good job of weaving around some of these hitboxes, trying to get the hits that they need, as that back air is going to come and find it. That is going to be KaputKing finding the next stock, and is now going to try and rack up as much extra credit as possible if before possibly falling in his next stock.
Gets the forward air. Oh, it doesn't get the side B, though. 107 on KaputKing. Could easily lose the stock here if Lynx gets a single good back air. Tries to go for the counter again. But again, KaputKing was ready to avoid it. I think Lynx needs to be looking for some other options if he wants to close out this stock right now. Like that nair at ledge, catching the jump. 47%, not negligible by any stretch of the imagination, but also not that big of a deal. We're going to almost even right here, and now it is even. Last stock, last game, Game 5.
Yeah, we are in last stock territory here, and honestly, I think these positions have gone pretty even most of the time. We haven't really seen much of a last stock. That was a really good jump call out, and gets the counter.
This could be it.
This could be it. Wolf Flash. Oh, God, not going to get the counter there. Didn't go for the Wolf Flash. That was a very bad neutral B. You cannot go for those. That is going to lead into the fair bear there.
That's it. KaputKing takes it last game, last hit over Lynx. Moving on in bracket and sending Lynx down into the loser's bracket after what must be a heartbreaking loss. You were so close there. The adaptations were tremendous, but unfortunately, it just wasn't. It was just a little bit. It was just a little bit off from the mark.
Yeah, just a little too hasty on that neutral B, but
that counter
still, yeah,
that didn't go off stage, I